People have been using progressive overload techniques to get stronger forever. So my question to this, guys, is this. Instead of doing all these crazy exercises, all these multiple exercises, why not just do some shoulder presses? Okay? I'm gonna do a few right here. Now he's saying, you need to do this. I want you to look at the motion of my arm. I want you to look at where my elbows go. Always watch where the elbows go. All right, that's gonna show you a lot. Okay? And then he'll turn his hands over and do this. I don't know what turning your damn hands back and forth are gonna do for your shoulder cap. Maybe he knows this secret I don't know about and I've never heard of in freaking 30 years worth of reading about this crap and watching people and doing it. But what's all that gonna do that this ain't gonna do? I mean, really. And the benefit to this is you can use a shitload of weight in it. And it will stimulate a strength increase and a muscular growth like no other shoulder exercise. Like no other shoulder exercise. I want you to watch my shoulder. This is what your shoulder does. And your shoulder also does this. It's got a certain range of motion. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm doing this, look what I'm doing with my hands like this. Is there really any damn difference with that? Don't complicate shit for these young people and these older people that want to get into this. And I'm talking to you people that do it, not necessarily the listeners. Don't do that. Don't complicate things for people. I get so frustrated with all these people, all these personalities on the internet, YouTube or whatever, telling people you got to do 100 different exercises to have a big, strong body. You don't. You don't, people. You don't. You need to shoulder press. You need to deadlift. You need to squat. You need to bench press. It's a good idea to do some heavy rows, okay? You can do rows. I'll show you how to do a row. I'm gonna touch on something with these rows, okay? And cable rows, this goes for them too. People are like, oh, well, shoulder presses is great, but they're not doing anything for your rear delts. You know what will? How about a deadlift? All right? Pretend like there's 1,000,000 pounds on this son of a gun. You go down. All right, what's happening? Your entire rear chain is stabilizing that weight. What's part of your rear chain? Your rear delt, okay? Now, if that's not good enough for you, think about it like this. You can only do so much weight with your rear delt, right? You get in that pec deck, and that, which is an excellent exercise, by the way, getting the pec deck backwards. That is an excellent exercise for your rear delt. Okay? You can only do so much weight that way though. But if you get your deadlift up to 400 or 500 pounds, how much weight is your shoulder girdle stabilizing? The entire deadlift, through the entire motion. And it's not just hanging here. It goes from here to here, which makes your muscle work through a different range of stability through that entire movement. You have to stabilize it from here to here. You get it? So deadlifts are good. Deadlifts are good for your whole body, but especially your rear chain. Hell, I've had my pecs cramp up from doing deadlift, just from the stabilization. All right. You want to do some rows? You can do rows like this. You don't think your rear delts are getting any stimulation from that? You don't think your rear delts are working? All right, you can even turn your hands over. This is probably actually a little better for them. Your rear delts are working like hell right there, okay? You don't need to do odd exercises. You can if you want to. What I'm telling you is the basic compound movements will cover every muscle in your body adequately. People get hung up on, oh man, I want the best. I need the best. Blah, blah, blah. This is the best protein powder. It's the best creatine. It's the best exercise. Brr. Look, if you've got a solid, intelligent routine, you could use the 5th best protein powder and you'll get the same results. You can use the 8th best pre-workout and you'll get the same results. Okay? You can only skew the results so much with these outside things if you're doing them, you know? Don't get too hung up in what's best. That's how they sell you on it. Oh, this is the best, that's the best. You're never gonna be the best if you don't have the best. I know people that can lift a friggin' house up and they don't use any of that crap. Okay? They come in and they put their faith and their confidence in an intelligent program. The vast majority, I'm not going to put a number on it. I'm not going to say 90% or 95% or whatever. The vast majority, a satisfying portion of your workout is going to come from just doing your program. And guess what? There's more than one. There's more than the one I use. I've used 2 or 3. I've gotten good results from every one of them. Some suited me a little bit better. Mostly it's because of my mentality, because I enjoyed one a little bit better. And your caloric intake or your caloric deficit. You get what I'm saying? This video has went on a long time. But if you take away one point, it's this. Don't overcomplicate your workout, okay? Pretty much all these crazy ass movements, all these hundreds of different exercises that these people want you to do are just quarter, half, 3/4 movements or motions derived or bastardized from a compound movement. Okay? Let's see if I can't demonstrate this. This is one of my favorite examples. All right? Shoulder press. When I do a shoulder press, my arm goes from here to here. You get that? When I do lateral raises, my arm goes from here to here, to here to here. Well, why not just start here with my arms pointing straight up and then complete the movement? Now, yeah, you can come out straight and go from here to here if you want to. But that's not how most people do it. Most people do it from here, or they'll get a little bend. And they'll move their arms here to here, here to here. But that shoulder press just takes you from here to here. You know, what's the difference? Why do I want to sit here and fiddle around with 20-pound dumbbells when I can sit here with 200 pounds and drive that shit up and stimulate a hell of a lot more muscular growth and get a hell of a lot bigger? I'm not talking to bodybuilders. I'm talking to people that are interested in strength training. The answer is you wouldn't. Okay? So if you've hung in here this long, I appreciate it. You can check me out on Facebook. I got a little group called The Pit Strength Training. Come join me there. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. And obviously, if you're watching me on YouTube, you know I'm on YouTube. Okay? I'm going to leave you with one more thing. If you ever run across anything in life that's hard, it's difficult, makes you want to turn around and go the other way, and there's plenty. There's plenty of things out there that will just rip your soul right out of your body. Even when you're not in the wrong. Don't run from it. Take a deep breath. Learn about it. Learn everything you can about the situation. Okay? And then go over there and whip its ass. It might take you 1 or 2 or 3 tries. It might sling you around like a rag doll for a little while. But eventually, you're going to beat it. Eventually, you're going to learn how to beat it. It's going to turn you into a completely different creature. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's problems with your spouse, problems with another family member, problems at work, a hard program, weight loss, strength gain, whatever. Keep getting after it. And eventually, you'll attain your goal. And when you learn that mentality, there's no stopping you. When you realize that the only thing holding you back in life is your willingness to take the hits, there's no stopping you. And remember, never be afraid to get in the pit.